You're listening to the Wife Wednesday Radio Network. Find, follow, and like us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and more. You can hear us across the U.S. and around the world on Apple Podcasts, Pandora, iHeartRadio, Amazon Podcasts, Spotify, and more. Now, here are your favorite radio wives.
Hey everybody, it's Wednesday and I'm one of your wives, Sina.
And I'm Nicole.
We're back with a whole new season of the Wife Wednesday show, and you can now find us on every major podcast platform across the country.
That's right. So sit back, relax, and join us for this week's episode here on the Wife Wednesday Radio Network. All right, we're taking it back.
How far back?
To 1375 BC.
Say more.
The first recorded eclipse occurred, noted in the area known as Syria.
Yay!
And then in 1952, flying U.S. Air Force C-47 Lieutenant Colonel Joseph Fletcher and Lieutenant Colonel William Benedict became two... Words are hard today.
English.
Became the first to land a plane on the North Pole. Santa Claus?
Yeah, I was like, he discovered Santa?
Yeah, apparently. And then in 1960, the Anne Frank House Museum opened in Amsterdam in the Netherlands. That's probably the only reason why I would want to go to Amsterdam.
Is to see that house?
Yeah. For sure. Like other things, probably.
Yeah.
But
I would go to Amsterdam for all kinds of stuff.
But that's probably the main reason I would go. For sure.
To see that.
Oh, yeah. The Holocaust fascinates me. No matter how terrible and horrific it was, it fascinates me.
All I think about when you mentioned the Anne Frank house.
Yeah.
I think about an episode of Family Guy where Peter Griffin's hiding with them and he starts eating chips and they're all like looking at him.
Yes, I know what you're talking about.
And that's what I think of every single time, and I feel like a horrible human being.
Oh my gosh. Okay. One more. 2007. I never heard of this, and it happened
in our lifetime.
Nearly 4-year-old Madeleine McCain of Rothley, England, disappeared during a family vacation at a resort in southern Portugal. And I'm like, it was important enough that it was on this fact website that I use, okay?
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm going to have to look into it because why
sounds
is it
like an
so
episode
important?
of The Dark.
Yeah, because why is it so important to mention that? I was 16.
Yeah.
So what was so significant about this? That it just intrigued me. So
all I can think of is that it's a wealthy family.
Maybe. Could be.
Because the more money you have, the more media coverage you're getting.
Mm-hmm. No whipped cream this week, guys, but we have donuts.
And we are eating them by the pound because calories don't count on Sundays.
Literally, yes.
Or Wednesdays, like
Or
when you're
Wednesdays.
listening to this. Hi.
Hi, how are you?
I'm here.
I'm trying to eat this as far away from the mic as possible.
So, I guess I could pull out my notes.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not very newsy.
Me neither.
This week. I am going to throw out another reminder that we are doing book club.
Yeah.
Because this is a 5-week month.
Yeah.
And we know that 5th Wednesday of the month is going to be book club. And this week's book club, or this month's book club.
We actually have a book, guys.
Yeah, we have a book. I have yet to start it because it's not May.
Brittany's been dying.
I'm also 47 chapters in my other book I've been reading, so there's that. But
that one's taking forever long, though.
Oh, yeah. The book we're reading is Hooked by Emily McIntyre.
Mm-hmm.
It's been all over my TikTok again. Mm-hmm. On the first page, this is the author's note. Hooked is a dark contemporary romance. It is an adult fractured fairy tale. It is not fantasy or a retelling. The main character is a villain. If you're looking for a safe read with redemption and a bad guy turned into a hero, you will not find it in these pages. Hooked contains mature and graphic content that is not suitable for all audiences. Reader discretion is advised. That's in bold. Mm-hmm. I highly prefer if you go in blind, but if you would like a detailed trigger warning list, you can find it on EmilyMcIntyre.com.
Wow. And if I get through this book in a couple days, I'm going to be continuing into the series.
Yeah.
Do you want to tell them what the series?
Okay.
What the rest of the series is? Should we give them a taste of what the books are about?
Yeah. So
Hooked is obviously is a Peter Pan universe. And then the next one is, I feel like it's the Jafar one. I don't remember what it's called.
I'm getting her page pulled up.
I know the third one is Wretched, and it has to do with a Little Mermaid. I believe it's called Wretched.
Yes.
And then the fourth one is Scarred, which has to do with the Lion King. Like, character-wise. And then she's coming out with a fifth one called... I already forget.
All right, so the first one is Hooked, a Never After series. Scarred is the second book. The Never After series. Wretched is the third book.
Okay.
The Twisted.
One. Twisted. The Jafar one.
Oh, and then the last one is Crossed,
which is Esmeralda, the Hunchback of
and
Notre
that one doesn't come out till August 1st, folks.
So we have some reading to do.
So did we read the synopsis of the book that we're reading?
No, I don't want to.
Okay, you don't want to read it?
Myself? No.
Okay.
I want it to be a surprise.
She wants you to go in blind.
Literally.
Blindfolded. Hands tied behind your back.
Absolutely.
Attached to your ankles.
Yes. Yes. All right. Well, enough of that. Sorry, Sean.
You should read it, Sean. Lindsay will love it.
Maybe.
Get some ideas.
So I've been feral for the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, animal.
Literally, at work, in my personal life, I just could hurt anyone's feelings and be happy about it.
I get that.
Yeah.
I get that. And I've been chaotic at work again.
Captain Chaos!
Did I tell you his stapler is still moved over to the corner I can't reach? Because he doesn't like me.
You need to, the one day that he's off, you need to move it back to where it was.
So
see if he notices.
His tape is still where I can reach it. And so I take it and I stretch it to the end of his desk and then wrap the tape around it. And then I just walk away and wait till he notices, which sometimes takes a while.
Yeah.
If he doesn't turn around or if he's just like doing work or whatever. And then he'll like turn, the way it is it's behind where his elbow is.
Yeah.
So he doesn't turn all the way around. Mm-hmm. But then like he'll turn around to go get drive-through or something and he's just like, will you stop it? I'm like, no.
Absolutely
never.
Not.
I feel like I've been doing another. We always shoot each other with rubber bands.
Love that.
That's not new. I don't know what other chaotic things I've been doing. He probably has a better answer.
Probably.
But I blame you.
You're welcome. I've just been, I wouldn't say depressed, but like, Josh finally understands spoon theory. He told me yesterday because we did a bunch of cleaning in the house yesterday.
Yeah.
Because I have been neglecting it terribly.
Me too.
And I promised I would make Alfredo for dinner. Well, I used all of my spoons to clean my house. And that was it.
Mhm.
I told him, I'm like, I can't make any food and make more dishes.
Yeah, because then you have to wash them
Literally.
again.
Yes. And he's like, I just saw a video about that. I'm like, yeah, I sent it to you like months ago. And he's like, no, I think I saw it on my feed recently. And it finally kind of clicked for me about what it
What it means.
yeah. And sorry, this is driving me crazy. Okay. And I told him, I'm like, literally had enough spoons to clean this house. And that was it. During the week, I use a lot of my spoons at work.
Yeah.
And then I come home and I use what spoons I have left to interact with my children and make you food. I do not have any energy to clean. I do not have any energy to do dishes. I had dishes in that sink from Easter a month ago.
Man.
Mm-hmm.
All I can say is I understand.
I know, and I know that you understand. Like, it's just we were doing the bare minimum. Like, Josh would load and unload the dishwasher, and I would clean dishes as I needed.
Yep.
Kind of thing. Or we would just order out so I didn't have to do dishes. But it was getting to a point where I'm like, I am so claustrophobic in this house that I need to clean it. And like, Cena was supposed to come over and help me in the afternoon to clean while my children were with my mother. My mother's plans changed. Cena couldn't come over because she had plans. Everything happened. And I told Josh, I'm like, give me your phone. I'm turning on music and we are cleaning this house because I can't live in it anymore. I don't want to come home every day.
Mm-hmm.
Every day I have to make myself come home. And it's not because of you or the kids. It's because of this house. And so we get the laundry that has been folded for weeks, put away, and clean the dining room. Literally, I had a hamper full of books that were out in the playroom that when I cleaned the playroom, I put them in there and pushed them out there and just didn't do anything with them. I got all the books on the shelves with the spine facing out. Like, no, it was hard because I didn't like organize it like I wanted to. I just did what I could. And my whole dining room is so clean now. Like, there was a path to walk in my house, and that was it. There was a path, and that's what you followed. And my living room was kind of the same. And we got that done, and it was like 1:00, and my mom was bringing the kids home in like an hour, and I was like, I have to go get my meds, and I need to run to Bueller's. Why don't you come with me and we can get lunch or whatever? So we did all of that, came home, and I literally ate my Subway and basically shotgunned an energy drink to wash the dishes and fold the towels that have been sitting on my laundry room floor. And that was it. As soon as I was done with that, I literally went up to my office, didn't say anything to any of them. I did not make food. It was a fend for yourself. I had chips and queso for dinner. And just being a mom is exhausting. And I went upstairs, and it wasn't hot upstairs. It was cool compared to what it was downstairs. And I got on, and I just stayed at my desk until it was time for them to go to bed. Because I was getting overwhelmed, and I could tell because I was getting mad over nothing. So
it's great that you can recognize that.
Oh, yeah. I don't always recognize it until after something terrible happens. But I just was sitting on my laundry room floor, and I was like, I just need to not be down here. Because the voices are overstimulating. Titus on the TV, Silas on a tablet, Josh on his phone is so overstimulating. Most nights I wear my noise canceling headphones, whether I'm listening to anything or not, just because it's just too much. So, mommying is hard.
Sounds
parenting
hard.
is hard, not just mommying. Being a dad is hard too. But most days I want to quit. And I needed to get my house to where I wanted it to be so that I don't feel that way.
Mm-hmm.
So my son came home and made me cry, telling me that I did a good job. So worth it.
And so she was spent.
So I was literally spent. Sometimes I wonder who's taking care of who with Titus sometimes. He takes care of me emotionally, probably more than he should have to. And I feel bad about that sometimes, but also I need it.
Yeah. So, like I said, I'm not too newsy. I'll start with something funny to lighten the mood.
Okay.
My dog is a nationally registered panty predator.
Yes, he is.
I'm down to like 3 pairs of leggings and 3 or less pairs of panties because he's eaten literally the pussy out of everything.
Literally, yeah.
Just like
He has been this way
his whole life. And it has just been so bad lately, and I don't know why. And it's probably because I let my house get disastrous.
Maybe.
And
he's acting out.
I think he's acting out, and he's old.
Yes.
He's getting older and looking for more comfort, I think. I don't know.
But why do we have to eat the crotch out of everything?
Because it makes him happy. It makes him poop funny. The cloth pulls everying out.
That's his way of cleaning himself out.
Yeah. He's like, man, I really need a colon cleanse. But yeah,
we do not recommend that for your dogs.
Literally. Yeah, no. It's gotten so bad. I've taken pairs of Andrew's boxers and worn them, like his looser ones, which I hate.
Yeah.
And Percy ate those too.
Oh my God.
And it's not like just like I can put it in a laundry basket. And if I don't barricade the room, he will sniff them out.
Yeah.
He's like, I smell panties. It's awful.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, buddy, I have to wait until I get some more paychecks coming in.
So please stop
eating my panties because I'm running out of pants.
Yeah.
Fortunately, I wear dresses most
at
of
work.
the time.
Yeah.
But if there's no leggings or panties to put under them,
yeah,
there's a problem.
Yes. Part of my feralness. Let's get into this. Last weekend, someone hacked my bank account or debit card and was trying to spend money in Atlanta, Georgia, and on JCPenney online. Because I definitely don't shop JCPenney online.
Me either.
Ever. So I found out Monday when I was going out to dinner with friends, and they're like, well, we're turning your card off. I'm like, oh.
Okay. Like, who can I sell?
They're like, you can go get money out, but
yeah,
can't use a card. And I'm like, well, I work until 5 when the bank closes.
Mm-hmm.
So Brittany paid for me, whatever. And they're like, it'll take like 3 to 5 business days is what they told me. I didn't get anything on Friday. So I called them. I'm like, hey, just want to see if like it's been delivered and it got delivered to the wrong house.
Mm-hmm.
See if I need to get another one sent to me. Like, what's happening? Because it had been 4 days and...
Normally they show up.
And Saturday it didn't show again. Called again. They're like, well, the last day it could show up is today or Monday. So call us back on Tuesday if you still have nothing. Tuesday was day 7. And that was like the latest it could be. Still didn't show up.
Rude.
I'm like, well, you can go find a branch to see if they can print you one. I'm like, where was that option last week?
Yeah.
I'm like,
that's
okay,
crazy. We can't print debit cards where I work.
I'll call and see if my branch does it. Yeah, ours does. PNC does it sometimes, depending on the branch. If they have like the ability
equipment,
to, yeah. So I just waited until Wednesday. Didn't come in. And I literally, in my office, I was like, what did I say? I said, hold on, I gotta see my text. Or maybe I messaged it online. I was like, well, good news. I don't have to. There's too many messages. I'm sorry.
You should apologize.
I know.
I guess while you're finding that,
Yeah.
I just gotta say the coffee has gone straight to my soul this morning.
Wonderful.
I drank 3 cups yesterday, which is a lot for me. Not a lot, but you know.
Man, I think I said it in the Teams message, but I said something funny. Like, I don't have to. Oh. I said it. Well, good news is I don't have to throw hands with a PNC teller today. My card showed up. Oh, but honestly, give me the option before a week later.
Yeah.
To get my card printed, because I was like, of course it happened on the weekend that I needed to like pay for like Disney Plus and all this, and I'm like, well, sorry guys.
Sucks.
My whole family calling me, is something wrong with Hulu or Disney? I'm like, no, I'm just waiting for a new card because people are absolute dicks. I don't know what that is.
Automatic clearinghouse. It's where it comes directly from your bank account and not through your debit card. So you'd need your routing and your checking account.
I don't know if it does that.
I don't know. Not all of them are compatible that way, but
that would be nice.
It is nice because then if you have debit card limits, that doesn't go across your debit card limit.
Yeah.
That's all.
Oh.
I had to adjust.
Little titty action.
Yeah, it did. Little ditty.
Little ditty.
But yeah, I advise people to do this all the time.
Yeah.
I can't say advise. I
know what you mean.
People are like,
suggest.
My bills are more than my debit card limit. I'm like, do it ACH. Or they're like, I'm trying to make this large purchase online with my debit card and it's past my limit. And I'm like, okay, well, you can either come into the branch. Oh, I have to come into the branch to sign something. Yes, you have to do that. Or I'm like, if you use ACH, if it gives you the option, there is no limit that way.
Yeah.
If you use PayPal,
change your fucking limit.
If you use PayPal, you can use ACH through PayPal. It does not go through your debit card. It can, but it's just easier to pull it a direct draft from your account.
Yeah. Ooh, but I got my sleep machine.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
you want to share your score from last night?
I look so attractive.
You did send me a picture of it.
Yeah. So they score you every night based on how long you slept, if there was any leaks with your mask all night or whatever. It tells you how many times you stop breathing every hour.
Oh, really? How many times do you stop breathing every hour?
The first night, here, let me pull it up. The first night it was 3.6 every hour.
Ma'am.
The second night was it was worse. Where is it? Events. Okay. The second night was 5.2 events per hour. And then last night was 2.9.
Yeah, but you also had 100% last night.
Yes, I got 100% because they take all these things, like how many times your mask was on and off of you, like if you went to the bathroom, whatever. And the first night was an 85 and yesterday was an 80 because I got a 0% in the mask leaking. And I was like, what is the problem? Because it was fine. And I just made a little adjustment and I got 100%. And that was everything for me. It literally is the best thing about my breathing machine.
Getting scored?
Yes.
It's a report card every day.
It's literally a report card every day. And I strive for perfection, baby. But honestly, it's not that bad. Josh says I have stopped snoring, so it's good on his end. But now I hear every fucking noise he makes.
How the tables have turned.
How the turntables.
So, Mom just asked does she need to do deviled eggs?
I didn't bring any eggs. I lost all my spoons.
I told her don't worry about it. Just bring the eggs.
Yeah.
Because I have salad.
Yeah. They'll be good with the salad. I am wearing multiple hats at work now. I don't even know if I told you about it. I am an employee, one of the top employees in my department.
Mm-hmm.
I will always boast about that. I will be. Have you heard of SharePoint? It's a Microsoft engine.
No.
Okay. So you basically can build your own website, but it's not a website. It's more of like a storage, but you can also use it to like make announcements and things like that. It's like making a website, but it's not.
It's like a social media thing.
Yeah, I think so. My boss and I took a course for it, like a month ago, and we didn't realize we were taking it together. I was just taking it because I like taking Microsoft classes.
Mm-hmm.
I like to just know things about computers. And so she got with me afterwards. She's like, I think this could be really useful for our department. And I was thinking the same thing for like multiple kinds of things. And so now we got approval to have this for our department, and she's going to make her and I like the heads of
I'm
the
so
website.
proud of you.
Yes. So I'm going to be developing that like over the summer and into the fall probably. We'll probably launch it around fall time. We have one more course to take this week where we're actually doing things with the person and they're showing us how to use them and use them to our best knowledge. And then we have a chaos committee. It is our planning committee. The name was formed before I started. I just want to throw that out there. But nonetheless, I am basically the head of our chaos committee now since our lead left. Yeah. So that's another hat that I'm wearing right now. I'm organizing, sending out notifications, things like that. Everything.
We were wasted at the college.
We were really wasted at the college. Literally, we dreamed about jobs like these, and we're here now. Thank God for COVID in some ways.
Yeah.
And then my last hat starts tomorrow, and I'm terrified. I have to train the new guy on home apps. Like, he has no prior knowledge of. No one else has trained him on this. I am the first to do so.
Are you going to make a full grown man cry?
Maybe. It's going to be hard because he has a very dry humor and shows no emotions.
We had a kid working for us that did that, God. I thought he was a vampire because he also wouldn't.
Oh yeah, I remember. Yes.
I'm like, all right, Sam.
This man, his employee photo. He worked with Brittany Pryor at Nick Amster. Like she's like, he's just him. He's kind of like the Keith at our work. They're gonna get like, except bad boy
Therese
Keith, not that Keith.
This is not anything against Keith, but everyone's got to have group. Every group's got to have a Keith.
Every group has a Keith. But he like unexpectedly, like, he's really involved in like our group chat and like says funny things, but also I'm like, are you trying to be funny or are you being serious? Because everyone thinks you're being funny, and he's really just being funny. It's just
he's an oddball.
He's odd, and like, I think he'll do fine. He's done better than the first one I trained on mortgage labeling. So
I remember that ordeal.
yeah.
Did you guys have to go relabel everything?
No, I'm not. I'm not fucking touching that shit.
Good.
I'm not doing that. There are 4 newbies who are in charge of that fucking folder. It used to just be on me. And I told her when the first guy that we hired and then he just left out of nowhere one day, he just let almost 1,000 mortgage changes sit on his desk. So that's what the newbies have been scanning in and labeling and working. And
Oh my gosh.
yeah. I'm like, be glad that you've got 4 people doing it because it used to just be me. So, and it was supposed to be me, Brittany, and Jen, but it just ended up being me because I was the fastest one to get my work done and then have to find something else to do.
Overachiever.
Yes, I am.
I know, I love it.
I can't help it. But I'm just nervous because I know exactly what I'm doing, but I work very fast. Like my fingers just are on autopilot at this point. And it's the same way that my trainer was when I started. She's like, you have to tell me if you have questions or you don't know what I'm doing because I will just start doing it. So that's kind of where I'm at. So I just had to remind myself to slow down. Take things step by step because he is a
the wall.
Wiggle like you're trying to make your ass fall off.
Just remember that.
And
you said he's a step-by-step guy.
He's a step-by-step guy, like needs to see you do it. So he's gonna be at my desk Monday, and I'm just meh.
Yeah. We have along those lines someone who I actually love and loved working with has stepped up into a new role inside the company.
Oh.
And he's taken on a corporate training position and some sort of like securities officer. And he is fabulous. And he's been coming around to the offices every couple weeks and like asking us like what we need help with. We have this thing and it's called the Teller Manual. Really, it's our Bible. Like we open that and then it's got...
We have a procedure book like that, yep.
It just open that and then it pops up and it's got everything that you could possibly need.
That's basically what we want to do with SharePoint.
Okay.
Put all of that
and so what
there.
He's doing is, it was just like a bunch of... All it was named files, and you'd have to scroll through it. He's going through making folders, and inside those folders,
Wonderful.
like making it all organized. And
sounds great.
I literally just keep telling him and then like messaging him. I'm like, listen, I'm like, darling, this is perfect. It is just everything I've ever wanted. And then like he's come and I'm so thankful for him. He was here Tuesday. And my boss has been on vacation, so myself and Alan have kind of had to step up and be office managers. And there's a customer that doesn't like anyone but Cheryl or myself to wait on them. And then they come in and they want to do wire transfers and things that I've not been trained on. But my corporate trainer was there. And I just turned to him and I'm like, Bailey, like, I absolutely need you to help me through this. And he's like, of course, that's what I'm here for. And we made it through the wire and we did it. And then I got it back. Like, I had to send it to our wiring department and it was all perfect. There were no mistakes.
Wonderful.
And I'm like, okay, I did it.
That's so wonderful.
But having a corporate trainer, someone who will train you step by step, does help. I think you'll be fine with that.
Yeah.
You just got to remember you're not his mommy. And he can do it himself. Even if you can do it faster.
Yeah, I know.
12 times faster.
I like him, though, that he comes and talks to me, like, if he has questions.
Okay.
He's not afraid to talk to me.
Oh.
So we'll be fine.
As long as he's not intimidated by you,
Literally.
then he'll be fine.
Logan was intimidated by me. I'm like, dude, I'm just trying to help you. Let me help you.
Oh, so my other newsiness, the roof.
Oh, yeah. Did he just text you?
He just texted me.
I've basically talked about what I've wanted to talk about, except I wanted to end on how did you celebrate Beltane? When this comes out, Beltane would have been 2 days ago on Monday. And, well, with the Ohio weather, it is not really
Outdoorsy weather.
outdoorsy Beltane weather. So I'm thinking of some ways that I can do it, but nothing is satisfactory. I want to make flower crowns, but they're gross right now.
Yeah, they're all wet.
Yeah.
Did you see me pause mid? I'm like, flower crown?
Yeah. Because I was like, ooh, I'll make flower crowns and I'll wear it at work, and I'll bring Shannon one because she understands my way of living. And, yeah. Just, I hope we had a good Beltane.
I hope everyone had a good
If you don't know what it
Beltane.
is, you can find the episode where we talk about it.
And speaking of Beltane, it's also our dear Emily's birthday for Beltane. And
It makes so much
our
sense.
girl Kira. It's her birthday too.
Oh my gosh, I can't wait to celebrate.
Yeah.
Which I need to text the group because I want to get that time slot.
Booked.
Yeah. It's going to be like 35 for all four of us since I figured we were paying for Emily.
Yeah. Here, this is the color of the tile he sent me. He said this is technically charcoal. It's like a blue gray and
That's your
black.
house. No,
that's
it's
not my house. I thought it was my house too for a
I
second.
was like, what?
No, he said that was a job he was on yesterday.
I like it.
And because I told him either black or gray for the roofing.
Black will make your house hotter.
Yeah. And so I like the gray.
I do too.
I like the gray. Yeah, he said this is the color we should use. It's charcoal. It's more black some days and then more gray others. It's just a job I finished yesterday. And I'm like, hey.
Yeah.
I don't have, I mean, like I have an opinion, but I don't have much of an opinion.
Yeah,
I'm
literally,
like, it's a roof.
just give me a new roof, dude.
Just give me a new roof. And come over here because you're really hot.
I was really hoping I was going to get to see him today.
I think he's going to come over.
Is he?
Stop by around 12 if that's okay.
Okay, we need to
Sounds
get
good.
going so we can record nerd questing. Are you done with your catch up? Are we moving on to fixations?
Honestly, I really think I'm done with my catch up. Oh, and my husband starts a new job this week on Beltane. So everyone give your special pagan blessings. Anyways, so your hyperfixation, what are you into? Moving on.
Honorable mention. Honorable mention our fanfic. Because every week.
Yeah, tune into nude
Nude questing, where we explore our bodies.
nerd questing. We'll talk a little more about it on there,
Yes.
but the drama never stops.
Listen, it's our book. We're not actually publishing it. It can be as dramatic as we want it, and we
Literally-
are going to make it
literally
dramatic.
The Potter porn universe is going strong.
Also, just Morgan Wallen.
He's my hyperfixation this week.
Literally, just I have been
Morgan
nonstop-
Wallen and Kane Brown.
Yes, those two are literally nonstop playing on every day.
You know that GIF or that TikTok trend where it's like the two gas nozzles inside one thing.
Yes, because it did yes. I sent you one, or you sent me one, or something.
I sent you one because it was Matt
Thomas
Rife.
Shelby. Yes.
And
Oh no. Yeah.
it was Matt
Rife and
the other comedian guy.
yes.
And I don't remember what his name
I
is.
know. Yes.
But he's funny and he's got a fucking
He's
mullet.
hilarious. Yes. Yes.
That's the party in the back.
Yes. 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 Sorry, Sean again. But any country music. I've just been listening to country music lately.
And rock and roll for me.
Yeah.
I've been actually really listening to a band called, I think it's Viola,
Okay.
and they've got some great songs. What's your others?
Nostalgia movies.
Oh, so like Twister?
Twister. I watched that this week.
We watched Signs last week.
Signs. That started it. I was watching
you're
Signs.
welcome.
Deep Blue.
I've never seen Deep
It's a
Blue.
shark movie. It's great.
Oh, great.
Killer sharks
Shocker.
that are hella smart. Silence of the Lambs.
Wait. I think I have seen Deep Blue.
Probably. It's got Bill Skarsgård's dad in it.
Yes. Okay.
Mhm.
I've seen it on TV.
It might be Deep Blue Sea. Yeah, it was on TV all the time when I was younger.
Yeah. Okay. Then I have seen bits and pieces of it.
Where they're like trying to cure Alzheimer's.
Yeah. Yeah.
With shark brain and all that.
Doesn't it end up giving like a fever infection to people?
No,
from?
it's definitely just trying to murder them all.
Oh no, that was from a medical TV show. Never mind.
But movies like that, and driving around with Cena or being at band practice. I enjoyed being at band practice the last 2 weeks.
Ratchet.
Not yesterday, but the 2 weeks prior to that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get to be a ratchet.
And we giggled like idiots.
Tiptoes.
I know. Andrew was saying something about it last night.
Oh, gosh.
So my last hyperfixation is when I get the desire to disassociate, I play The Sims.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been playing The Sims.
Yeah.
And that's all I'm going to elaborate on that. Other than, I think my game was glitched or something. I was doing the police career for my one sim dude because I actually made Thomas Shelby.
Oh. Rude.
And then made him with Guinevere. That they had children.
Oh my gosh.
And so the son became a cop because the dad was a criminal lord. And like top of the villain career.
Yep.
Yeah, I was having a great fun with that. And he walks into work and 3 of his coworkers die immediately. The Grim Reaper shows up and everything. And he's like,
yes,
crying. Yeah. And then like the tombstones ended up in my Sims inventory and you can't delete tombstones. You have to put them and then destroy them or something.
Uh-huh.
I was just like, wow, he's got a lot of burdens. And then my other sim got abducted by aliens because she's a scientist.
Ah, yes.
And
I'm here for her.
Now she's made a device that I can communicate with the aliens, and one of the other options is stop abductions. So I'm always hitting stop abductions.
Stop the probing.
Yeah, stop the probing. She didn't end up pregnant, though, because sometimes they do.
Ooh, another honorable mention of movie, Independence Day.
Yep. That one makes me cry.
I know.
It's so good.
It's so good.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Or Men in Black.
For me, anything Jeff Goldblum.
Yes.
In Independence Day, when he is drunk in the hangar and his dad comes in.
Yes. Literally.
I love that.
Yes. So sweaty because he's getting a fever.
Yes.
Yes.
A cold. A virus.
And if you don't get that, you need to watch the movie. It's 11/11.
Make a wish.
All right. Well, bye.
Bye. Thanks for listening to this week's episode.
This week's show was recorded by yours truly in our studio in Ohio.
Our show is edited, mixed, and published by the team at Lead Up Studios, and our executive producer is Dustin,
aka Daddy.
You've been listening to the Wife Wednesday podcast.
Until next time,
Bye.
You've been listening to the Wife Wednesday Radio Network. Wife Wednesday is produced by Lead Up Studios in St. Louis, Missouri. Sound mastering and final production is handled by me, Dustin. Be sure to find, like, and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And don't forget to share the show with your friends. New episodes from the Wife Wednesday Radio Network drop every Wednesday on all major podcast platforms in the U.S. and abroad. To contact the show directly, please email us at info@wifewednesdaypod.com. Thanks for listening.